Hey everybody, it's Laura, and today we're going to talk about how to use a planner. Last time I talked a lot about the different planner types there are, and this time I'm going to kind of tell you how to make them work for you. It really depends on the kind of brain you have. Like if you have a brain that is happy with everything written down and organized, then maybe this type of planner is good for you. But if you have a brain that is just kind of moving from task to task, maybe you want a different kind. If you can remember most of what you do, maybe you just want to use your phone. That's cool too. So I have what's called a Hobonichi. That's the brand of planner I have, and it just has daily pages like this. I write down my schedule on the left side of each page, and then I write my to-do list down kind of just in a running list along the side with little marks that I stole from bullet journaling, and I'll show you those later, that tell me what I have coming, what I have due. It's kind of a hybrid method between bullet journaling and a traditional like planner setup. And you can also just use a calendar or use both of those. So I use both the calendar to show all my events, and then I transfer those once a week to my daily pages. I record a lot of events just with color coding, so those little dots have meanings. Sometimes I'll write down a day, like Founders Day on the 17th, to tell me that I'm supposed to be at like the library booth that day. So if you stop by the booth at Paradise Springs, I think it's at the Story Walk, you might see me that day. So each day you write out what you need to get done and exit off. And maybe that's how it works for you. If you're a very organized thinker, maybe this is perfect. Maybe you don't need this at all. Maybe you don't want a to-do list. Maybe you like a Post-it note for a to-do list. Maybe you like your phone's reminders. Your phone is great for planning. And if you already carry one or you carry your school iPad, you don't need a separate planner. It's all built in. So a calendar, well, there you go. You can make tasks that repeat themselves, like birthdays or posting videos. For me, I do that every week. I took August off because school was starting and summer reading was ending, but every Tuesday you get a new video from me, for the most part. So I can put down what I need to do, how often I need to do it, how much I need it to repeat. They let you change all of this and customize it all in your calendar app. You can even link events to each other, so you can delete one and they all go away. And then you can also do something which is really fun, which is work with reminders. And you can link your reminders to your calendar. I'm sure if you have an Android phone, this looks a little bit different, but most calendars function the same, even if your menus are a little bit different. And there are a bunch of different free downloadable apps or paid apps, if you want to get fancy, available in the App Store or the Google Play Store. For this, I'm making a to-do list or a thing I need to do. I'm linking it to my work calendar, and I can set what day it needs to be done. You can also set subtasks, which is like if I'm going to post a video, I need to edit it first, and I haven't done that. Oh, well, I better put that down. All these little things, like if I say go to the grocery store, I can then put my grocery list underneath that as subtasks. When you're old, you need to care about that. But maybe you just need to remember what to bring with you on a trip. That's a great way to do it. So your phone can be your whole planner if you don't want to carry anything else around. And that's my dog, is the background. Another way I plan, because I use multiple planning systems, is bullet journaling. I don't bullet journal as much now as I used to, but I use an adapted form of that in my daily planner that I showed you. Bullet journaling can be done in any kind of notebook. And if you are more of a person that just needs to write things down as they happen, and you don't really need to worry about like planning every day, just some days, or you just like to think creatively and hate the little squares, then a bullet journal is probably a good idea for you. You can make it pretty and do art in it, or you can just make it a plain list like this. The important things that a bullet journal has is an index that tells you where to find information as you work on it, a key, which tells you what those symbols are that I'm writing down, and then just blank pages. So my little dots, those are things to do, and as I do them, I just X them out. Another great thing is a content planner or a project planner. For you, it would be a project planner because you're probably not making content like I am for you every week. So you can write down what the project is that you're working on, and you can do this on a Post-it that you put wherever you like to put Post-its, like in a notebook for a class. Whatever you feel like. It doesn't have to be a separate book. They make long Post-it notes with lines. That's the perfect thing to use for this. Write down, say, a Spanish essay, and then all the things that you need to do to get that task done, when those dates are due, when those parts of the project need to be done by, like dates that they're due, or dates you want to get them done, and then the date that the overall project is due. So this can be studying for a test. This can be steps towards like cleaning your room or decorating or packing even. I assume you guys are going on more trips than me. Maybe for sports, who knows? So just X those out as they are done and then make sure that you get things done when you're ready. So maybe that works for you. Maybe you just want to use a plain notebook. If you don't have a plain notebook to use for planning, I have them. So hit me up at the library for a notebook. And usually at the beginning of the year or at the end of the year, you'll notice people giving away things free at like insurance agencies or banks. You can take one of those freebies and use one of those. You can print out pages for free online and just use those.